front left.
LeBron, Bill Doyle, Worcester Telegram. What did you think of the job? I know he had a lot of help that Marcus Morris did guarding you.
I think they had a great game plan in game one, and he was the start of it. He was my matchup, and I think they did a great job of communicating throughout the whole game. Knowing where I was, knowing where our teammates was, and Brad and the coaching staff did a great job in game one, and you commend that, and we have an opportunity to look at a lot of film tomorrow, see ways they was making us uncomfortable, making myself off balance, and not have a rhythm all game. So we'd be much better in game two.
Joseph Pavone, WEEI, and CLNS Media. LeBron, what did you see differently right over here? What did you see differently from the Celtics defensively that you maybe didn't see against the Pacers or the first round matchup, or the Raptors?
No, I've seen every coverage pretty much. And for me, game one has always been a fill-out game for me. If you ever followed my history, so I got a good sense of the way they played me today, and and how I play going into game two.
Ken Berger from Bleacher Report here in the middle, LeBron. Speaking of history, this building has been the scene of some of your greatest playoff accomplishments and some disappointments along the way too. Those Celtics teams were built much differently though. Veteran teams, Hall of Famers. How is this challenge different for you, and how are you different now than you were back then?
Every year is a different challenge. No matter if you're going against the previous Celtics team to the present. They've always been well coached. They've always had multiple guys on the floor that can do multiple things, and they've always had two-way players. So that challenge has never, it's not like it's been different. It's always been that same challenge. And, for me as an individual, I just try to continue to get better every year to put myself in a position where I can be successful.
Front row, Dave.
David McMenamin, ESPN. LeBron, you guys started off 0 for 14 from 3. When you're having a game like that, do you think that you and your teammates can feel the misses going into the next shot? And what do you feel about three-point shots moving forward in this series for you guys as a team?
Well, three-pointers shots is a part of our DNA. That's who makes us, the best team that we can be. I think even early on with the shots that we had some wide-open looks that just didn't go. I think in the first quarter, JR and Kev, G Hill, they had some great looks. They just didn't go, and we're okay with that. We're absolutely okay with that, and we're going to take those same looks going into game two if the opportunity presents itself.
Right side, Steve.
LeBron, Steve Belpat, Boston Herald. They had guys they were putting on you initially in any given possession, but you seem to be able to get the switch to a different guy pretty quickly off that. Do you think you exploited that switch enough to getting the secondary guy on you?
Well, like I said, I'm getting an opportunity to break down the film tonight and tomorrow and see ways we can be better with, offensively to have us in much more of a better rhythm.
Joe.
Joe Varden, Cleveland.com. LeBron, do you come out of this one thinking the Cavs need to adjust?
Well, you definitely have to adjust. That's what part of a playoff series is about. The team adjusting from game to game and seeing ways you could be better. So, I think that's an obvious question.
But you were talking about how the 3 is part of your DNA. You could change a lineup and go with a much different look. You could have Tristan in the front court, which would change matchups. Did you see enough in one game to want to go in that direction, or do you stay with what got you here?
Well, you're asking a tactical question as far as something I can't control. That would be a Coach Lou question if he's want to change the lineup or not. I think our coaching staff will give us the best game plan to go out and win no matter who's in the starting lineup going to game two. The three-point shot has been always a big part since we pretty much assembled this team 4 years ago. And I think it's going to be a big part of it throughout this series, as long as we continue to get the ball movement and guys feeling good rhythm.
Left side.
Jack McCloskey from The Ringer. How Al Horford made a couple of plays in that early run for them. How important was that to setting the tone for this game?
No, I think it started from their momentum and what they wanted to do started from the tip ball. Horford tipped it right to Jaylen Brown, and it looked like we had 2 on him, and next thing you know, he's getting a layup, right off the tip. So that kind of set the tone right there, and we missed some shots. They made some shots. Horford hit a big a 3, and also was able to get an and 1 and get Kev his early 2 quick fouls. So, it kind of just started from the beginning.
Jared Weiss, The Athletic. The Celtics defense was more physical and aggressive at the point of attack tonight than they were in the regular season. Was that something that surprised you guys when you were trying to get into your actions in the half court?
What do you mean?
Well, on their switches, they were.
Are you
trying to
asking me, or were they more physical, or are you saying?
I'm asking. I'm saying they were. I'm asking, did that affect the way you guys executed your plays in the half court?
Physical basketball is part of the playoffs. That's what you expect. I don't think you can just say that because you're not on the floor. But physical basketball is a part of the postseason. So, it's easy to make a narrative when you win or lose to say, okay, you guys play bad offensively and you lost, and then you win. You're like, oh, you played better. So, physical basketball started from game one in the Indiana series when Indiana punched us in the mouth too in game one, and it's been like that throughout.
Front right.
Bob Schron, The Citizen. LeBron, you guys were off practically a week. Did you feel that you might have lost some of your rhythm as a result, and was it kind of loose at the beginning of the game for you guys? Thank you.
No, I don't think so. I thought offensively we got to where we wanted to get to, but they also, shut off a few things that we wanted to, do as well. But I don't think it was a rhythm thing. I think we had some really good looks. We've been off before in previous years where we had, weeks and weeks and a half, week and a half. So that has nothing to do with it. At the end of the day, you play the game when the schedule comes out and you get ready to go.
Go with our last two, Marla up front and then Steve.
Marla Ridenour, Akron Beacon Journal. When the start of the fourth, I think they cut it to 14. Do you have any idea what? I think they scored 7 quick ones. Anything? What happened there?
What happened? We ran them the first possession. We ran them down all the way to 2 on the shot clock. Marcus Morris missed a jump shot, followed it up. They got a dunk. We came back down. We ran a set for Jordan Clarkson, and he came off and missed it. They rebounded it. And we came back on the defensive end, and we got a stop. They took it out on the sideline. Jason Tatum took the ball out, threw it to Marcus Smart in the short corner. He made a 3. We come back down, missed another shot. And then Tatum came down and went 94 feet, did a Euro step, and made a right-hand layup timeout.